All right, guys, welcome back to the Parlay Giveaway. I'm your host, Joe Cortez, and it is fight night. Jon Jones versus Dominick Reyes. If you haven't done so already, pause this video, go to @Parlay Giveaway on Instagram so you can follow, like our content, and you'll be eligible to win our cash giveaway if the 4 fighters that I mentioned in this video win. So let's just jump right into it. Let's go into my bet predictions. And, of course, let's start with Derrick Lewis. I'm going to leave Jon Jones and Dominick Reyes for last. Let's jump right into Derrick Lewis versus Latifi. Latifi, that little meatball, he's just condensed little fire hydrant, and he's a scary fighter because if he connects, he'll knock you out at light heavyweight. This is his first fight at heavyweight. It's going to be an interesting fight because he's a lot smaller than Derrick Lewis. I want to know what kind of power he's going to bring to the heavyweight, to a heavyweight fight against Derrick Lewis, who has heavyweight power. So, interesting. Lewis was the favorite. I'm picking Derrick Lewis to win that fight, obviously by knockout. I think if I don't think Latifi's going to try to wrestle him because all Derrick Lewis has to do is sprawl on you, and then now that's you just tired yourself out. You're going to take your power away from your punching power away from you. So if they slug it out, Derrick Lewis has the reach. Derrick Lewis has the power. I think Derrick Lewis finishes him in the second round. Either the first or second round, knockout. Now, Mirsad Bektic versus Dan Ige. I don't know how to pronounce Dan's last name. I apologize. But Mirsad has everything. Bektic has everything, and he's an excellent fighter. I've watched them. They're both really good fighters. I just have a feeling it's going to be Bektic. It's going to go the distance or Bektic finishes him. But if it goes the distance, definitely Bektic is going to win. That's not much to say about that fight. Mirsad gets the nod. The next fight, interesting. Juan Adams versus Tafa. Juan Adams is the favorite. Tafa is the underdog. And this is my underdog pick for the fight card. Tafa, underdog. This is another heavyweight fight. Juan Adams fought Greg Hardy. Yes, very skillful. So is Tafa. First fight, I believe, in the UFC, I think. Or maybe his second one. I think he lost his first one. Now he's going up against Juan Adams. So this is a lot of pressure on Tafa to win this fight. And this is a heavyweight fight where it can go either way. And being that Tafa was the underdog, Tafa has knockout power. And I think he's going to catch Juan Adams coming in with an uppercut. And he's quick with it. And I've been watching tape on Tafa, so he's quick with that uppercut. He has knockout power. Not taking away anything from Juan Adams, but I had to make this parlay giveaway a little bit more valuable for my followers. And if I was going to pick an underdog fight for the card, it would be Tafa. It would be this one at plus 200. I think it's great value to pick him, to beat Juan Adams, to knock him out. He's from New Zealand. He's a tough motherfucker. I'm not saying Juan Adams isn't, but this makes the most sense for the underdog fight to pick. Tafa, I think, is going to knock him out. I think he catches him on the way in. I think Adams gets flustered, tries to bum rush him or tries to catch him coming in, and Tafa catches him with the undercut. Even though Adams has the range and he can probably keep the fight at a distance, but we'll see. Tafa gets that little dirty boxing, gets him up against the cage, and he'll be able to catch him. I think it'll be a good finish for him, and he gets to live another day in the UFC. The co-main event, Shevchenko versus Chukagagian, Caitlin, let's just say, from Belmore, Long Island. Shevchenko for the win, total domination. Not going to even include it in the parlay giveaway. Usually I'll like to include the title fights in the parlay giveaway, but she's a minus 1,400 favorite at my bookie. And Caitlin is a plus 700. Okay. Shevchenko for the win. Total domination. And I'm not including her because it just doesn't make sense to include that fight into the parlay giveaway. Minimal return. And God forbid Caitlin Chukagagian wins. It fucks up the whole parlay. So, didn't make sense to include it. Minimal return. Yes, Shevchenko's going to win. Move on to the next fight, which is the main event for UFC 247, Jon Jones versus Dominick Reyes. Now, I'm not a big Jon Jones fan. But after watching the back and forth and watching interviews with Dominick Reyes, I'm not a Dominick Reyes fan either. You know, he made a couple of stupid comments, and I get you trying to sell the fight, but if you've listened to my podcast in previous, I'm not a big fan of that. Like, listen, man, shut the fuck up, say what you got to say, get in the fucking octagon, and that's where you perform. That's where you get your fans, right? If you can't shit talk, then don't shit talk. Dominick Reyes decided to say that Jon Jones hasn't fought an athlete like him before. Crazy. OSP, I think, was a D1 football player. DC, Daniel Cormier was on the Olympic team. It's just crazy, right? To say that he's never fought a real athlete before. And Jon Jones's brothers, who I'm sure trains with, are in the NFL. Dominick Reyes, on the other hand, played for Stony Brook in Long Island, Division I AA, I believe. Not the best Division I program in the country, right? And then I guess he tried out for a couple of NFL teams, didn't make it, didn't even make a practice squad, which is why he's fighting in the UFC. So, if we're talking about athletics here, you know, Dominick Reyes, I mean, what are you talking about? Are you the real athlete that Jon Jones is going to face? Now you became a target. Jon Jones does a great job in his head, tricking himself to not liking you. You've said stupid shit. You've attacked him personally about his past, which is the easy thing to do, which I can't respect. Oh, yeah, let's talk about Jon Jones's past. That's easy, man. That's easy to do. You know, stay focused, you know, respect him as a fighter, because that's what you're going to do. You don't have to hang out with him afterwards. You don't have to be like, he's a bad guy. Well, yeah, all right, dude. Then don't hang out with him, but you're fighting him in the octagon. So who cares? He's a bad guy, so I'm going to beat him up. He's never fought an athlete like me before. When I just hear him talk, it bothers me. Dominick Reyes, that is, right? And I'm not a big Jon Jones fan. And it is an interesting fight to me because he's a plus 400 underdog, Dominick Reyes. And I'm like, Reyes does have a shot. He is tall. He is long. He's has power. He can catch Jon Jones. I'm sure he's watched a lot of tape of Jon Jones getting caught. So, but there's the greatest of all time you're going to fight in the light heavyweight division. And now he's focused in on you. He focused in on you. So I don't know. Jon Jones for the win. You know, sure, it's going to be a hell of a fight. I'm not saying it's going to be easy for Jon Jones. You're an excellent fighter. But I think he finishes you, man. You know, third round. I think he says, "Oh, you want to wrestle? Let's wrestle. Let me take you down." He's not going to do that whole Thiago Santos thing. He's like, "Oh, he's a kickboxer, so I'm going to have a kickboxing match and still win," which he did. Right? Jon Jones, very good wrestling, very good submissions, very good, excellent striking, excellent premier mastery at fight IQ. You're done, Dominick Reyes. You're going to lose. I went with Jon Jones. I think he was a minus 350 favorite. Not as valuable for the parlay, but listen, I'm not going to fucking bust the parlay because I think Reyes has a little shot at winning at plus 400. Nope. So, yeah, the previous parlays, they looked good. We lost them. $1,400 payouts, but we lost. So, really, it's a $0 payout. This one's going to be, it's about $800, so $400 to one of my followers. If you haven't done so already, go to my Instagram, Parlay Giveaway, follow us. Like our content, like our last post, comment on our last post so you can be eligible to win $400 if Derek Lewis, Mirsad Bektik, Tafa, and Jon Jones win. Those four fighters have to win. Again, Derek Lewis, Bektik, Tafa, and Jones. Those four fighters win. I'm giving away $400 to one of my followers. No questions asked. Also, go download Cash App. It just makes my life easier. I'm going to try to get a promo code from them. I'm obviously a nobody, so it's kind of hard, and I'm doing this all on my own. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Parlay Giveaway. I'm Joe Cortez. Enjoy the fights tonight. Drink responsibly, bet responsibly. I'm out. Peace.